Hello everyone, this is Gorax. Today we're gonna go over new continental challenge bosses available in a Chinese server. As we know, our game will be the same basically as the Chinese version of the game, so this will be very useful to you. The content is provided by another YouTuber, so make sure you go to his channel, Dev and Play, and in my video we will go over 2 out of the 4 videos he covered. So if you want to watch the other ones, make sure you go to his channel and subscribe, as well as he's covering the Chinese version of the game, which will give you a little bit of insight of what's to come. As you can see, he's got videos about crafting mythic gear, and he's basically playing this. You can also go and see his live streams where he goes over what's happening in the Chinese version of the game. So Thelendor is the first one we will cover. As you can see, he's got pretty stacked team here, especially the rally team. He's got Thelendor himself, Huberg, Filto, and we know the rally team has been changed as well. So he's going to go over the skills and he will translate them as well. Very handy. So let's put this up. Basically, the summon with the highest attack power in the hero camp increases the damage caused by 240%. Healing and shielding effects of hero units increase by 50%. So that's quite interesting. This is like a passive buff that we have against this hero rather than affinity bonuses like we had. Remember, we had like poison heroes deal more damage against this boss. So that's quite interesting approach to it. They basically changed, but let's see what else, right? There might be something else that will be covered here, because so far nothing. Okay, so if we go over here, we can see some skills. I hope he translates them, but I don't think he does. I know he's talking about them, but not in a language that I can understand. He's probably native. So let's speed it up and we'll see the fight itself. So as I said, this will be a quick look into the fight. What does he do here? Okay, so that's where we have the presets. Okay, we have presets here available to us, and as you can see, he has team ready. And okay, interesting team comp. So he has, oh, I forgot her name. Well, she's healing. That's a new hero. And okay, so he's basically playing summons here against that hero. Okay, 1 mythic equipment only. I'm not sure if he's spending any money on that server, and yeah, I want to call her Elia, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section what's her name. So 18 seconds rotation on the healer, and we have Irma here as a tank, 17 seconds. So the boss is doing something. Well, we know what Thelendor does, right? He's doing a lot of damage with his ultimate, so we want to heal through and mitigate the damage there as well. And here, as you can see, he's explaining that 18-second rotation, and we want to have enough haste to be able to do that. It's pretty common, like what we do against our bosses. And as you can see, I think this is the affinities that we get, so some or talents maybe of the heroes as well. So he's showing us gear, equipment, and what talents they have. So the tank has quite a lot. That's Zadok. He put Zadok with Witch's Remain, which means he will be doing less damage, but the Witch's Remain will be constantly up. So I wonder who's going to be his main damage dealer. So let's start the fight and we'll see what happens here in Magos. He's got these 2 summons, right? Remember, when you have affinity bonus from the Necrosis faction, you will summon this extra hero, right? And the damage is coming from, is it Shitar, I believe. So yeah, okay, let's do that. This is the hero that we had that has been changed. Okay, so he put Zadok here. I hope he does hit with all the skills, because remember, Zadok's skills are in a line basically, but he spread his heroes as well to mitigate some kind of damage. And okay, so the difference that I see here is we have this damage rank, so he's at B at the moment, which is something we don't have. But obviously this kind of games kind of have it. And another thing, there's 4 speed, so we have double, triple, and then quadruple speed, which is probably our fast forward or something. And another thing is the damage dealt is shown as damage per second. So instead of total damage done, like we have currently, we can see damage per second, and the new hero is doing quite a lot of damage. So she is definitely going to be a good hero to pick early on, to deal as much damage as possible. As you can see, that's what she's doing here. And it looks like the fight is pretty easy. Can he survive the whole battle? He's got like 1 minute left. So yeah, looks like with those heroes, these epic heroes, you're able to do quite a lot of damage, definitely hitting that S tier. Obviously, this is the chief challenge. I believe the chief challenge where we are, yeah, this is definitely it, where we are trying to score the highest to get better rank and get rewards. So that's what's happening here. And he's looking at 27 million damage, so S rank, which will grant him, I believe, all the rewards, but obviously he needs to rank higher. Quite hard on the Chinese version. As you can see, he ended up with 28 million damage, and at this point in the game, the heroes are level 100, which means by the time we get to this chief challenges, we will have heroes at level 100, so it's definitely taken less time to basically get there, and all of our heroes will be at that level, so we can try min-maxing stuff. And you can see the affinity bonuses he's got here. So he's got 3 summon plus 2 supports, and if you watched my previous video, you know what kind of benefits this gives. If you didn't, make sure you go and watch the video that says all you need to know about the changes. After watching the video, don't forget to like it. This helps the content creators with the visibility. Next fight that I'm personally interested in is Khrysos, as he's got a total AoE damage, right? He has a field damage, he removes shields and deals a lot of damage. We know Khrysos is a really powerful hero, so I wonder what composition he's going to do and what buffs this gives us. So when a hero deals a normal attack damage, an additional non-critical physical damage equal to 100% of attack power is added. That's interesting. So it seems like you have a dauntless benefit. So you want heroes with as much attack speed and dealing basic attacks as possible. So your Ice Blast team will not benefit from it. Oh, there's no Ice Blast team in Season 1. I forgot about that. But anyway, yeah. And I wonder if it works with Dauntless, basically giving him a chance to trigger an additional attack on top of dealing additional attacks, if you know what I mean. And when the hero breaks the boss's shield, the hero gains 50% attack boost for 10 seconds. Now, does it work only on the hero that breaks the shield, which could be support with, you know, bad luck, bad RNG, or all of our heroes get that? Obviously, I don't think he will translate the boss skills, but if you're watching it, definitely make sure in the next videos you do translate the skills. We know what they do, right? We are familiar with them, but maybe there were slight changes to the skills description, especially on the bosses. So we know 18 second is where the huge amount of damage will be coming. So we need to mitigate that, right? And there, as you can see, there are other things as well. So we know this is the incremental buff that helps the boss, but there is something else here that I believe is worth translating. And as you can see, he does some kind of a debuff. So I would like to know what that is. I think it's attack penalty, because that's what the skill does, doesn't it? So we want some kind of removal as well, debuff immunity or debuff removal. So let's have a look at the fight. So here again, he's gonna use, look at that, there's so many loadouts, way more than we have currently. Maybe he bought that premium pack, I'm not 100% sure. But look at that. And yes, as I said, he's going to go for it. He's going for Dauntless. And the reason why he's using Anna can dispel the debuffs. She's got an AoE range dispel. And Nathaniel, I believe, does the same and also grants debuff immunity, but prove me wrong. Also, he's got a shield, and to get to 18-second rotation, he's using artifacts on both of their supports that reduce the haste, which means they can cast their ultimates within 18 seconds, right? So there's few simple things that he's using, and he's gonna use the new Wukong that I wanted to see. I want to see how powerful this hero is, and he didn't skill him up. So that means he's probably low on the Master Scrolls. So let's have a look what happens here. So we can actually see the stats of the boss. That's huge, right? We can see how much attack the boss has. I wish we could see the crit rate and crit damage, but maybe we can, and you can tell me. So I see he's playing everyone timed. Did he show us the timings? Oh, he skipped and forgot. I think he skipped and forgot the timings, yeah. Because those two heroes are timed, the Wukong is not. But I want to see if the Wukong can do more damage than Farival. But before that, let's have a look at what artifacts he uses. So he uses this crown on the Wukong hero. I don't know what it does. If you have any idea, let me know in the comment section. But he is building Farival full damage and uses Nimbus as the Witch's Remain applier, which makes sense. Farival will outdamage Nimbus, so that's good. So let's have a look. Farival is doing really well. And the Wukong is here. Look how amazing he looks. Wow. Okay, he's slowly stacking up whatever that is. And I don't think he will overtake Farival, but maybe I'll be wrong. Okay, very close. Can he survive the whole battle here? Is Khrysos doing enough damage? I'm not sure why he's splitting the heroes the way he's splitting them, because the issue here is Khrysos already deals a lot of AoE damage through his ultimate, but maybe his battle skill can be cast on grouped enemies, which would do a lot of damage, so that's why he's spreading. But when you're using Nathaniel, you want your heroes to be as close to Nathaniel as possible, as that's where his healing is coming from. So as you can see, the range heroes are falling because there's barely any healing. Anna's healing is not that great. Nathaniel doesn't do much, but he still managed to get the S, which is obviously the threshold you want to hit, but if you're trying to score the highest, you can. So yeah, Khrysos is definitely quite hard. Also, Nathaniel's shield, if it gets dispelled, if you mistime it, it will actually increase Khrysos' damage. So yeah, shield's not good here. You want some healing, but obviously he's got limited pool of heroes he can use. When we join this Chinese version of the game, we will have all of our previously obtained Season 1 heroes, plus we can summon. So yeah, looks fun. Those bosses look cool. New bosses, they didn't like recreate Season 1 using Season 1 Chief Challenge bosses, so that's good. That's pretty much what I wanted, new bosses, so I can come up with new strategies to deal with them. So once we get access to the test server, once we get to this point, I will definitely cover all of the bosses. I'll go over free-to-play friendly teams and the pay-to-win teams as well. So if you're looking forward to all these guides, once again, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.